So sometimes I make these videos because there's a topic or there's something I've read that I find really interesting, and I think I want to pass that on to people, because I'm really nerdy, and I like to read psychology articles and life hack emails and things and stuff to do with psychology and the brain and why we do what we do and why we feel what we feel, and it's all very enlightening, and it all adds to me as a person. It all has a little impact on my map of the world, and how I do things, and I find it really, really interesting. I just absorb that kind of information. And this little video that I've wanted to make for ages actually is it's because of an article I read that gave it explained the psychology of why we like some people and why we dislike other people, and there's two basic reasons, and it's so interesting. So are you ready to hear it? So if you think about a few people in your life that you just absolutely clicked with from day one. Okay, so I can think about certain people that I just get on with, particularly with friendships. I tend to click with people very quickly, or there's like an immediate dislike and I can't explain it, and usually there's guilt associated with it because you might dislike someone, and if you're quite an enlightened person you might be sort of thinking, well, why do I dislike this person? I don't really know them. And there might be people in your life that it's just you have quite a difficult relationship, you don't tend to see eye to eye, you kind of argue or you bicker, or you don't seem to kind of be on each other's side, and again you can't explain why. So think about the few people that you've got in your life that you like, the people you're closest to, where you just seem to mirror each other and you have similar views, or you don't judge each other, you're just there for each other, you laugh about the same things. Think about those people, and it's really interesting because so here are the two reasons why we just either like people or dislike people. Okay, so the two main reasons are, the first reason is we like people who are similar to us. Very simple. We like people who are similar to us. The second reason is that we might like someone, just innately like them without having to try, is that we will like someone who we aspire to be like. Now, isn't that interesting? It really surprised me, actually. So you think about the people that you're closest to, your best friends, your family that you're closest to, the people that you have the biggest laughs with, that you spend the most time with. Think about the time you spend together, and think about, what is it actually about that person that I really, really like? And generally, if you kind of look a bit deeper and you shine a light on this stuff, if I think about my best friend, and I think about how, so we have such a laugh, we have quite similar views on a lot of things, we always have a giggle, always. And I think it's, well, if I think about it, I mean, she's a very, very kind person. We've both really been there for each other. We've been through a lot. We do have, we have a lot in common. There's quite a few years gap between us, but we just always get on. I don't think we've ever argued. And when I became aware of these two reasons, it got me thinking about her, because it got me thinking that one of the reasons why I love spending time with her, one of the reasons we get on so well, is there's a part of me that really, really admires how relentlessly positive she is, and she just gobsmacks me. I absolutely think the world of her. I think she's amazing. So it really struck a chord with me, thinking about, one of the reasons we like someone is because we aspire to be like them. Well, I know that when I spend time around this person, no matter what I've got going on, even when I've been going through hell and I've had to talk things through, she always leaves me feeling lifted, feeling more positive, feeling like my old self again. She doesn't judge. You know, we all judge. It's very hard not to judge, isn't it? If you think about, you know, I try not to be a judgmental person, but I know I can be, as everyone can be. You know, there was a little test that somebody set recently in a TED talk where they said if you don't think that you judge, you try going on a judge-free diet where you don't judge anything or anyone for just a day, and you'll see actually how often you do it. You know, you're sat in a restaurant, you're sat somewhere. Every person who walks in the room, every person who walks past you, you will make an immediate judgment and say, yep, I like that, don't like that, and you just do it instinctively. You know, you cannot help that. So I try not to be judgmental. I try and understand people and be curious. I try and help people. It can be hard not to judge when someone's very different to you and they don't share your values, and it can be hard, and it's good to be honest and just talk about this stuff. So yeah, so this friend of mine, this best friend, she's just such a positive, uplifting person, and it's almost like it's this combination of, she's the most amazing listener, she accepts emotion, she accepts what you're saying, she doesn't try and change what you're saying or what you're feeling, but then you'll come up with solutions together, and it's like a process. So you get it off your chest, or she gets it off her chest, and then we have a laugh. There might be tears, there might be anger, and then there might be a laugh, and then there'll be solutions, and then we come away better people and uplifted people. And I think she feels the same about me, and it's a really nice thing that you think, right, get the emotions out of the way, talk about how you feel, get through the feelings, and then you can start to look forward a bit and think about, right, what can I do about this situation? So yeah, so think about the people in your life, and think about the people you really, really get on with, and the people that you look forward to spending time with, and think, why do I like that person so much? Is it because they are similar to me, or is it because they are someone that I aspire to be like? There might be someone who lifts you and makes you better. That is a really special kind of person. So I just wanted to make this little video because I find the subject really interesting. Yeah, you get back to me with any comments, any feedback about any little revelations you've had about the people in your life. You know, and the similarities thing is really interesting because there are so many ways that we can be similar to someone. With the NLP stuff I've been learning, the neuro-linguistic programming, there are ways that you can match and mirror and build rapport with people, and some of that is about matching tone of voice, matching the language that someone uses, things like posture, but then things like beliefs and feelings and mannerisms are really, really important. So we feel as if we can like someone, and if we understand them, and if they understand us, you know, if we're on the same page, if we've had similar situations happen in our life, if we've had similar experiences, if we have similar values and beliefs, that's a big way that we feel we can trust someone and bond with someone and connect with someone. So hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, please subscribe, please share with your friends. I love making these videos. I apologise I haven't made as many as I have done before. I've been struggling with fatigue and other things, and but I will continue to make them, and I will get back into a routine. So anyway, cheers everyone.